Hey guys, what's up? I'm Rohit Khurana, host of Intellect Digest, and this is an offbeat video that we don't do usually. In this video, I'm gonna give you a quick comparison between a real and fake Xiaomi power bank. Xiaomi power banks are very popular, which is why there are a lot of fake copies in the market. First, I would suggest you to buy only from authorized sources. For example, I bought it from Flipkart, which is authorized seller for Xiaomi power banks. And this is an aftermarket which was gifted to one of my friends, a good friend. So I borrowed it just for this video. And you can see there are some differences that you can notice right away. The branding on the real one is more subtle with a grey colored printing here, whereas you have a more pronounced Mi branding with white colored logo here, which is the fake one. This golden colored unit is fake. On the bottom, you will find that the printing here also differs. While the real product gets very subtle printing, if I can show you closely, it's very light grey color on white, so it is not very highly readable, and it gives you some common specification and certification marks here with all the specs that are mentioned here. Whereas the fake one has much more pronounced printing and misses out on the certifications etc. which are mentioned on the real one. So you can identify by looking at the bottom where the specifications etc. are printed. Another difference is you can tell by clicking the button. The LEDs that light up when you press this button also differ in behavior, and the button on the fake ones will be much looser. As you can see, it has a lot of play and is very wobbly compared to a very less depressing button and a very solid and sturdy button on the real one. Also, few subtle differences which you can notice by looking at the ports is that the micro USB port, which is right here, with which you charge the power bank, have different color of inside units. So there is a subtle white unit on the interiors of this port on the real Xiaomi power bank, whereas this one is kind of black in color on the inside, and there is also a very tiny branding of Mi on the inside of the real one that you cannot see probably on this angle of the camera, but you will notice the same. The quality of cable that is supplied is also different. The real one will have a black colored plastic in the cable that is supplied, whereas the fake one will have white. So you can identify using all these visual cues. Also, one more difference which you can probably notice only when you have a real one handy with you is the weight also differs. It uses a cheap battery, probably less number of batteries, so it is also very light in weight, and this one is much thicker. So the real power bank is much heavier compared to the counterfeit, and you can also see that the ring or the metal around this is much thicker and more uniform, and the finishing of metal is better on the real one, whereas compared to the counterfeit one, which uses kind of sharp edges and are not uniform and does not look nicely finished. So these are all the differences that you will find on the real versus a fake Xiaomi power bank. This is all we have on this one. I hope you enjoyed watching this and we helped you by identifying the real one from the fake one. If you enjoyed watching it, don't forget to give us a thumbs up by pressing the like button below, and for more such videos, make sure you hit the red subscribe button. I hope to see you on my next video. This is your host Rohit Khurana signing off. Thanks for watching.